Now then, I was reading the letter. You could call it an eviction at Affordable Corporate Suites, and I've been telling about since I came here in '86. I had written a book, and I had entered into a political campaign to replace a doctor I'd written about Larry McDonald in from Piedmont Hospital in Atlanta. He was U.S. Congressman. I got in the campaign to replace him. The plane he was on went down August the 31st of '86. Now then, when I came up here, my jobs were shut down. I had been out at Larry Flint's because he was shot. I was writing about mind control and doctors and programming. And the person that shot him in Lawrenceville, Georgia, was programmed to shoot him. And so this is in '83. I was flown out to his home, and he did an endorsement in Hustler. I wanted to put that so that saying that they made a pauper out of me, and I knew who was responsible for his shooting. And so anyway, now then, he even was put in Butner, North Carolina, a federal prison, and tortured with drugs, and that's what they do to people that tell the truth. Let me clue you. So anyway, now then, I'm up here in '86. My job shut down. I even lived on the Appalachian Trail and froze and starved. And I was told, and I've named this before, about people around here, they knew they were afraid of repercussions and they weren't going to help me. So anyway, I want to continue this. I have an immune disorder, and that's been used against me everywhere I have lived or gone. It looks like I'm free to go anywhere. I'm not, believe me. They've used chemicals. I go in like it. Joseph's Way, I put that on other tapes. It's owned by a black minister out of Washington, North Carolina. And I went in there April the 1st of, no, excuse me, July the 1st of 11. And right after going in, the air conditioning goes out. And 4th of July is coming up, you know, and I'm English. I was kidnapped and brought over here, but I'll talk about that later, and I've put it on all the other tapes and Facebook. But anyway, this is brand new units, and I'm being redundant trying to give background, so I won't get into it. They've never been lived in, and suddenly the air conditioning where it's housed in a closet like that one, there's water leakage in the somewhere in the walls, and they're going to have to tear it down, and I'm going to have to pay to go somewhere else. And they don't know when they'll get it done. There's mildew and mold all through it and being sucked up into the air. So that's just one time out of all this, and I can't put it on tapes. I have on previous, and I have the information. But I'm going to read you where I'm at Corporate Suite. I came here the 3rd of April. And they put me in a more expensive room because they didn't have these available. And I paid 2 weeks. And so what they're saying here is in part a lie. The way it's crafted, very much a lie, the way it's crafted. But anyway, she puts it through the door, and this is the weekend coming up, Memorial Day, by the way. And I'm 75 years old, shingles, can hardly walk from the last years of being soaked in chemicals. There's no cure for it. You have to get away from it. It's an immune disorder that makes your immune attack itself. And this is not random that they spray or this has happened to me. And I'm going to quote Affordable Corporate Suites where Carl Barton, a retired Virginia State Trooper. I was up at Roanoke Mountain at a campground, federal, Interior Department, National Park Service, excuse me. And during the night, someone poured fuel on my tent, Sarah tent, and I had to get out and sleep, or well, I didn't sleep, I sat at the picnic table. The next day, it looked like they were doing me a favor. His wife, Linda, brought me down to Affordable Corporate off Starkey Road on Overlook Drive. Now then, I have a letter here. I've put it on other papers. That's from Gene Croft, yeah. that runs. These people all still have their jobs, and they entered into a conspiracy and with assault. You wouldn't believe what went on there. I stayed there 17 months, and when Linda, who paid the retired state trooper's wife, paid the security deposit, and before she left, she said, "This is how we run you, with chemicals." And then she said, "We're Americans. We don't have to pay for our crimes. We're above the law." So I stayed there 17 months and sucked it up, and I had letters from her, and I put on other videos where I paid my rent on time, etc. I shouldn't even have to put that here. But anyway, let me finish with the letter here that she brought this morning. And all I've done is ask them to either use something I wasn't allergic to, because I'm not allergic to everything. I should be able, let me to rephrase it, live most any place and be okay. This was deliberate, and that's, I'm going to try to get to it in a minute and show you why. Dear Miss Childers, so I have to move this Thursday in the condition I'm in, and she says, per our conversation, you stated that the cleaning supplies we used were detrimental to your health and could cause a life-threatening situation because you have an immune deficiency. We are unable to comply with your request to change the supplies we use, forego the monthly exterminating, and not clean the carpet and upholstery when scheduled. Well, that's a total lie. The last, most, it's the way it's worded. First of all, I did tell her because it can be life-threatening, and over a period of time, it's caused what's happened to me. I can't walk, and it can cause kidney failure, etc., because it's gone on so long. So all I did was ask her if I could use, since it did make me so sick, whatever it is they use, that if I could buy non-allergenic, and she said absolutely not. And about the carpet, that's a lie. She was supposed to have cleaned where I'm at now and even stated, and I'm being redundant, saying I'll have to do another tape. In other words, it's worded, and it's a lie. While sympathetic to your situation, we are under strict legal regulations from the government, OSHA, and do not intend to change any corporate policies. So saying it would be in everyone's best interest for you to find alternate housing that would be better suited to your needs. You will be allowed to pay for one more week, which will make your checkout date Thursday, May the 22nd. This is this Thursday. I'm paid till then at 11 a.m. Now she just delivered this, by the way, stuck it through the door. I wonder if they've ever forced anybody else out of their places. This is Debbie McKay. And getting the letter from her after she come and told me at the door that I had to leave last Tuesday. Okay. I'm going to show you here what this is all about. It's political. And I'm going to have to go to another tape, and if you care to follow it, you may.